So, getting ready for this deep dive, AI influencers on OnlyFans, and I stumbled across this, well, kind of wild stat. Get this, the virtual influencer market, they're saying it'll hit almost $50 billion by 2030.
Yeah, it's a pretty staggering figure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Speaks volumes, really, about the growing influence, literally, of these digital personalities.
It's crazy, right? Especially like when we're talking OnlyFans here, where it's all about creators, real people connecting with their fans directly. At least that's what I thought.
Right, and you've hit on a key point there. This isn't just about tech, it's about how technology is changing the whole game for creators, the whole economy of it.
Hmm.
OnlyFans, actually, it's a perfect example of this whole evolution.
Okay, yeah. So let's break that down a bit. OnlyFans, I mean, most people hear that, and there's one thing that comes to mind, right? But then the research you sent over, wow, not what I expected.
Exactly, and that's understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, OnlyFans is known for the adult content, no doubt. But they've been branching out, and I mean really branching out. We're talking like fitness gurus, Kayla It Signs, she's sharing workout routines, exclusive stuff, musicians, Cardi B, behind-the-scenes content, that kind of thing. Even chefs, Gordon Ramsay even, doing virtual cooking classes.
Wow, okay. So it's really more about that direct line to your favorites, whatever you're into.
That's it. Exactly. It's creators finding a way to make their content pay off, build a real fan base that's invested.
Wow.
Think of Bella Thorne, right? Joined OnlyFans and reportedly made over $1 million in the first 24 hours just by sharing photos, videos, exclusive stuff for her subscribers.
$1 million just like that.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, I can see why everyone's paying attention. But hold on, where do AI influencers fit into all of this? I mean, are we talking like those early 2000s CGI movie characters or what?
Thankfully, technology's come a long way since then. Today's AI influencers, they're, well, sophisticated is an understatement. We're talking algorithms trained on massive amounts of data, images, videos, even text. Stuff like generative adversarial networks, GNs, they use those to create these digital, I guess you'd call them personalities.
GNs? Okay. Going a little over my head, but keep going.
Basically, you've got two AI systems. They're competing, right?
Yeah.
One's generating content. The other one is trying to figure out, is this real or is this AI made? And as they go back and forth, the results, well, they get more and more lifelike, scarily so sometimes.
So it's like AI boot camp, but for creating influencers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And brands, they're all over this. Think about it. Complete control over the image, always on, no risk of a real-life scandal tanking your campaign.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's kind of creepy, but also kind of brilliant. So we've got this platform, OnlyFans, changing all the time, right? And these AI influencers getting more and more realistic. Feels like something's got to give. So this is where things get really interesting for me. You've got this platform, OnlyFans, and they're trying to go mainstream, right? And you've got these AI influencers. They're everywhere these days. But are they even allowed on OnlyFans? It kind of goes against the whole idea, right? Real creators, that direct connection.
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question for sure. And OnlyFans has been pretty clear about where they stand. Fully AI accounts, like everything's made by algorithms, no human involved. That's a no-go. Their rules are pretty clear. Content has to come from, verified humans.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But I gotta say, there's got to be a but coming here.
You know how this works. Here's the thing. Yeah, they ban the fully AI accounts. But there's nothing saying that a creator, a human one, can't use AI tools. I mean, even with influencers, regular ones, they're using filters, touch-up stuff, all that, to make their content look good.
So it's like AI is just the latest filter, is that what you're saying?
Kind of, yeah. Like
Yeah.
an OnlyFans creator, they could use AI to touch up photos or even use those chatbot things to handle all the messages, manage the fans, do it all faster, basically.
Okay, so that's for the people already on there. But what about those big AI influencers we hear about? The ones making serious bank? They're not on OnlyFans, so where are they?
That's where it gets even more interesting. See, OnlyFans has their rules, but other platforms, they're all over this AI thing. Remember Emily Pellegrini, that AI model we talked about? The research you sent, she's pulling in like 23 grand a month.
Wait, $23,000 every month?
Yeah.
Just from being an AI?
Yep. And it shows you where things are going. Platforms are popping up just for these AI models. FanView is a big one. It's like their whole thing is, this is the place to be if you're an AI influencer.
So it's kind of the Wild West out there, huh? Everyone's got their own approach to this whole AI influencer thing.
Exactly. It's going to be wild to see how this all plays out. I mean, you've got OnlyFans. They want that human element, right?
Yeah.
Authenticity. And then you've got these other platforms. They're all about AI. Who's going to win in the end? No idea.
This is getting good. Okay, so we've got the platforms, we've got the AI stars, but let's talk money. How big is this market really? Okay, so this is where I gotta know, show me the money. We keep talking big numbers, but when it comes to AI influencers, especially on a site like OnlyFans, what are we really talking about? What's the earning potential?
Well, we did say the virtual influencer market in general is blowing up, right? Almost
Yeah.
50 billion by 2030. That's the prediction. And a lot of that, it's these non-human avatars that's
Yeah.
driving it. But if we just focus on OnlyFans for a sec, because well, it's not so
Well,
straightforward.
nuance. I love it when it gets complicated.
The thing is, yeah, there's money to be made on OnlyFans for sure.
Hmm.
But it's not like everyone's getting rich, you know?
Mm.
We hear those stories. Top 1% raking it in, Bella Thorne, $1 million in a day. That's the one everyone talks about. But most creators, AI or not, they're putting in the work for, a much smaller piece of the pie.
So it's not like create AI, profit, just like that.
Not quite, no. Even for the AI models, doing well on OnlyFans, it probably takes the same stuff as anyone else. You got to find your audience right. Keep them interested. Give them something they can't get elsewhere. Even with AI, there's still a human behind it all, making the choices about what to put out there.
So strategy still matters, even if you're not a real person. That's kind of reassuring, actually.
Right. And that's what makes this whole thing so fascinating. It's not even really humans versus AI. It's more like, how is tech changing what a creator, even IS, makes you think about authenticity, connection, all that in a whole new way.
It's wild, right? It's like AI is forcing us to figure out what makes us different, what makes us human, even when it comes to making content, making money.
Exactly. And that leads to even bigger questions.
Mm.
As AI gets better, more real, is anyone even going to be able to tell the difference between human and AI?
Right.
And does it matter, really, if the content is good, if people connect with it? I don't know.
Now, that is something to think about. Well, there you have it, folks. AI influencers, OnlyFans, we've covered a lot of ground here. It's a lot to wrap your head around, but that's what these deep dives are for, right? Thanks for joining us, and remember, this digital world, it's changing fast. Keep your eyes open, stay curious, because who knows what's next.